how are you handling your newfound fame because of this podcast that you are producing?
There isn't really a newfound fame at all to it. We're
Bullshit.
happy.
You're getting pussy left and right. Don't fucking lie to me.
Well, I mean, my allegedly I'm not. My girlfriend's not supposed to know that, but she would. Maybe I could bring a couple into bed. It really,
Oh.
it really isn't nothing fucking crazy. Me and Kyle are still best friends. We're still talking the same. What you said before we started, or whatever, we even started.
Yes.
All right, before we even started, you said it's just you and Mark got together and was bullshitting, right?
Yeah.
That's all me and Kyle have done for years. Me and Kyle have been friends. Mark knows since high school, but me and him really started getting close 3-4 years ago.
How close?
And we would, sometimes we like to dock with each other. He's not circumcised, so. But
That jerk.
after we get done docking with each other, we usually like to just talk about bullshit and philosophy and other shit like that. We just don't like talking about like people gossip. What the fuck is the point about talking about your neighbor?
I fucking hate that.
Neighbor next door.
You know what fucking pissed me off today? Fucking Justin Bieber can suck my fucking dick. Fuck that asshole. Oh, Justin Bieber was racing. Fuck you. And then he looks like Miley Cyrus. Yeah, he's a woman. Everyone knows this. A complete fucking bitch. Fuck, it pisses me off. And then you hear like the news about this little kid who like saved like his grandma or some bullshit. I don't even know what the fuck happened. Where is his? Why don't they put him in the news more than fucking Justin Bieber? This whole fucking country's all fucked up. I'm telling you right now.
Sorry, put who in the news?
That's the little kid who saved the grandma. Didn't you hear about that shit?
No, not at all.
Yeah, it was like this kid who like saved his grandma, or I don't know. I'll fucking look it up. I don't know what
From
the fuck.
where?
For fire. I don't fucking know. Kids are crazy.
Was she drowning? It's like a 4-year-old kid saves his 300-pound grandma from a river.
Nah, he saved his grandma from Justin Bieber. But the Justin Bieber story is what made the headlines. They're like,
Here you go. New York boy killed in fire, hailed as hero for saving 6. This little kid saved 6 people. And what the fuck is Justin Bieber doing besides fucking sucking his friend's dick fucking full of Molly and shit? Fuck him.
is that what that kid does?
Yes, that's what Molly makes you do and shit.
Ooh, I'm gonna try some.
We're gonna definitely do it like together, and then like we're just wearing like little gym shorts, and it's gonna be fucking amazing. Why don't we just start this bitch? How about that?
I agree.
All
with that.
right.
What kind of height smells for me?
Holy shit.
Welcome to 99 Shit.
99 proof, you fucking dumb bitch. No bullshit.
Maybe a little.
Damn, that fucking Zelda. Put it. This is what like your fucking 12-year-old brother's gonna be jamming out to in like fucking 2020 and shit when there's no social security and your grandma's dead and shit and there ain't no fucking way to bury her. So you just fucking throw her out in the fucking water in the middle of the Mississippi River. Fuck that bitch. It's over.
I was just jamming out to that. I feel bad for myself right now.
I know, I'm gonna get down to DJ Ganondorf.
Jesus Christ. That's the jam right there.
Way to make me feel like a man, Sussa.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Here's what I don't like. I hate talking like I'm a host and shit. Like, oh, well, today's guest. No, fuck it, bitches. You know the motherfucking deal. Today's guest, however, is a co-host of a podcast show called Bunktastic. His name is Mr. Jared. No Subway jokes. He hates them. He hates Subway jokes. It's like hold the tomato. Fuck you. He hates.
Kyle's here too.
Oh, he's here now. All right, cool. So we
I
got.
was here the whole time. I said DJ Ganondorf. That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry to sound racist, but to me, all white people sound the same.
All Mexican people sound the same to me.
Yeah, I'm purple, dude.
Well, aye.
Come on, guys.
I don't know what to tell you.
Shit, let's eat some mayonnaise.
What's up? How you guys doing?
We're doing great, man. We're talking about this kid who like was killed in a fire and he saved 6 people. But where the fuck is the news for this guy? And fucking Justin Bieber, he's fucking raising Maseratis and I don't know what the fuck these rich people fucking
He got arrested, didn't he? Didn't he arrested again?
You see?
What, that little kid that died?
You knew about this shit, but you didn't know about the kid that died saving 6 people and shit.
I did not.
I was thinking about that a while ago. It's like, how come they don't have, like, good news? You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a news station, but it's called Good News or something.
Yeah, you mean like a squirrel
just
skiing?
Yeah, right? Like, why don't they have, like, shit like that?
Called The Onion.
Because
news station out there.
It's as good as it gets.
I don't think they have those news because then you have the conspiracy theories going, oh, yeah, these news are made to hide the real news. The man made this TV station or the show so they can hide the real truth of what's really going on.
Yo, but that's what they do now with the real news. So it's like...
Fox News.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
They fill you full of negative information to keep everyone bummed the fuck out.
By the way, this podcast is brought to you by Fox News.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
No? It was nice being on. I don't like Fox News.
Bunktastic is canceled.
We want a refund.
No, this fucking whole country's all fucked up. If this is like let me tell you something. I was pissed off from the get-go today. I'm usually, fuck it, I'm always pissed off. I went to go get like something to eat. It took me 2 hours to get from work here, and I still had to get something to eat. And what the fuck happened there? These stupid teenage bitches, I shit you not, these 14-year-old skig, skag, scallywag, trick-ass hoes are in front of me, and then they're like, oh yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna order. Bitch, just order something because I'm fucking hungry. What did you do today? You went to fucking math, you were in the, oh, that's another thing. There's like a list, right, according to like the closest high school to me, and they were on the news. This was on the news, by the way. It's Klein High School, and now they made a list called the Klein Hoes, and it's a list of the biggest sluts and hoes in the fucking school. And it's like, do you guys want to be in that list? Motherfucker, are you fucking asking me?
Yo, send me this list, dude.
Oh my.
Did you know the fucking PE teachers have that list? They're like,
Yep. I see this bitch in second period. It's disgusting.
That's real? That list is real.
Jesus Christ, I gotta find the fucking list now.
Dude, you just blew my mind when you
I mean, I understand crazy shit going on when we went to high school, but nothing like it is today where you're on a hoe list.
So you're saying there's a school paper where you're at, and it marks all the hookers and all the sluts and whatever the guys do.
Let me rephrase what I said. It's actually a list that somebody made. It's a website, and it's a list, and somebody called it Klein Hoes, and it's basically creating the biggest sluts in school, and then it's just a list.
Okay.
You know,
it's like suckbally shit, right?
And you know what I was thinking? Who's number one? What teenager at that age is going to fucking be smart enough? Because let's face it, fucking people our age can't even fucking get on Twitter or Instagram or whatever the fuck. They're over here fucking doing stupid bullshit. Anyways, what child at the age of like 15, 16, 17 or whatever can make a website and then put the list of sluts? I bet you it's like this jealous ass nerd who like wants like this big breasted cheerleader bitch, and then she's like, oh no, because I'm gonna go fuck Kyle the quarterback or whatever. And
probably.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just
or some girl, or it's one of the girls that's on the list. She's doing it herself.
Ooh, self-sabotage.
Holy shit! But why?
She's like 12. She's like, I'm kind of a slut, but this girl's a bigger one.
Yeah. So she's at the bottom of the list, so she can be like, well, I'm at the list, but at least I'm not that big a slut.
She can't be at the bottom because you'd be like, oh, well, it's probably her. Like,
but then she could do like Drake and be like, started from the bottom, now I'm here, and then like start from the bottom and like suck her way up.
Or a nerdy kid who's been rejected 1,000 times from the big-titted board.
That's fucked up. I don't
No
know.
offense to hookers or whatever. To each is their own. I'm with prostitution, so.
That's
another thing. If prostitution was legalized.
We actually talked about this last week with our philosopher friend, and even he was like, "Yes, bring on the bitches, bring on the bitches, the sluts."
Yeah, Jared's obsessed with it, dude.
Come on. Like if you, let's say you guys. I don't think the business is going to be catered to men. To women, where the woman's going to go and, oh, yeah, let me go buy a dick real quick. And then you go to the store, and then there's like a bunch of dicks. And then, I want to suck one for like fucking 10 minutes or whatever, and then you pay them. You're not going to be the man that's going to get his dick sucked. You're going to be the guy that's going to go over there and fuck that Asian bitch, name the Asian sensation or some bullshit like that. And that's going to be you. We can't be the hookers, though. We just can't, I think.
Why not?
Do you think you can do it?
I mean, right now, I could go on the street and suck a guy's dick for $5.
$5?
So, like,
All
right.
I need that $5 real bad, man.
I gotta be in Sacagawea coins.
In a sock. In a dirty sock.
Why? No.
I understand if, like, you want to make money, you're gonna have attractive people, I guess, and I don't know. I mean, there's male prostitutes, and there's that Bunny Ranch place out in Nevada.
Yeah, but if that's only one place. It's like they're like Apple. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're the only ones with the iPhone and shit, and nobody else can get it or whatever the fuck. But I'm telling you, if prostitution was legalized all over the fucking country, the value of pussy would go down. You would even hear it like on the news, like the stock market, like oil's up. Pussy's down this today. Back to you, Mark. And it's gonna rain.
It'll be the other way around.
Well, prostitution is branded for men. I'm not gonna lie. What are bras branded for? Woman's tits. Certain things are branded for certain people. It's just the way it is. To think everything's for everybody, it's fucking ridiculous.
That is very true.
Are you going out to the store right now and buying a dildo for yourself? No. Your old lady might.
There are guys, though, that are.
But that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a small circle of, like, guys buying bras and women's panties and shit.
Well, I'm not saying that every man's going to go find a hooker, but I'm basically telling you that the majority of men would do this.
Yeah, but you're right 100% because it's all about the power of the pussy. And as long as the girls have that extra power where they can sway the men,
right?
They don't want it legalized. It's like, you got to think, women have real power because when it comes down to, like, probation, back in 1920s, what really swayed it to come back is mothers against probation. And that's what really swung this nation to legalize alcohol other than all the other bullshit that was going on. So, we're the mobs who want legalized prostitution. It's my question.
We need to find them.
And that's
why those guys up.
That's why I'm telling you that the value of the pussy is going to go down. You hear a lot of, like, the statistics, and after you get married, men don't get that much sex. Why? Because, you're busy, you're doing this, you're doing that. Mostly the women don't give a fuck about that shit. It's the men that are like, oh, fuck this shit. And maybe that's one of the reasons why they cheat. But you know what? If the women have all this power with their vagina and the value of pussy goes down, everything changes now. I was like, oh, shit. There goes Oscar and my husband, and he's going to go get some more pussy and shit, and here I am. There's some bullshit. The tables will be turned. Now,
it'll be about the quality of a person as opposed to the quality of what's between your legs.
It's like the gold here in the United States. It's not even worth anything anymore. Now we're just basically just printing money for the fuck of it. It's like IOUs and shit.
Fort Knox, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's all in Germany. It's not even here no more.
No, we have. I don't know where I read this shit, but I think other countries were basically holding gold for other countries, and Germany. I think it was Germany that said, "Hey, we want our gold back," because I don't think they trust us anymore. And the United States says, "Yeah, give us about 8 years."
Yeah, good luck. Give us about 8 years until we give up on the whole idea of fucking a corrupt society and money.
Jesus Christ, it's fucking. I'm telling you, next thing you know, it's like fuck gold. Pussy's where it's at. Come on, bitches, we gotta stock up on pussy.
I want to put all my stocks in the pussy.
Yes.
Fucking research.
I'm sure you could.
Please, I'm pretty damn sure you could.
I'm gonna start my own pussy farm, and it's just gonna be little cubes with like just a meat tube growing on the inside, like a living fleshlight.
So gross.
GMO crotch.
That's crazy. I'll grow them in round jars.
Make it more
The squares put people off.
Can we have two round together and make it look like buns at least?
I'm just gonna become a grave digger and start popping out people's gold fillings and then melt them down.
How much do you think a gold filling is actually worth, though?
Not that much.
Probably more than like I make.
Nah, it's not.
Probably less than $5.
Yeah, it's probably like 2 something.
Which is an ounce of, like, what do they go by? Pounds or ounces of gold in gold bars?
Probably pounds.
Before we
They go by ounces.
Before we go any further, is a public announcement for everyone that's listening to me right now. Steak and BJ Day is right around the corner, and I want to. Excuse me.
Nothing.
Wait, what? Is this a real day?
Yeah, Steak and BJ Day. I'm informing.
Are me and Jared really this sheltered from the fucking world that there's a steak and blowjob day that we don't know about?
Let me explain this to you.
You're gonna be the fucking first harbingers of that information.
I gotta make a guy a sandwich and suck his dick.
No. Okay, well, here's the gist of it. Some beautiful, gorgeous man, I don't know who it was, decided to make Steak and BJ Day. I'm not saying it's like in 1887 or some bullshit like that. But if you don't believe me, www.officialsteakandblowjobday.com. Basically, this is the gist of it. February 14 is catered for women. Yes or no?
Valentine's Day?
It is, yeah.
That's like you're a homosexual man.
It allows me to express my feelings.
This is where
it's fermented.
This is
You
where
guys like get flowers and chocolates on February 14th. Do any of us here like it?
you basically give roses and chocolate to your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, or your boyfriend in Mark's case. And you make them feel special and all that shit. That's February 14th. Now, 1 month later, March 14th, is the Man's Day. Men work very hard to satisfy their lovers on Valentine's Day, and given their ebullient dedication, Steak and BJ Day is a joyous opportunity to repay the favor. So what do? You steak and a BJ. It's that simple. And if you're telling me, I don't know how to cook a steak, fuck you, bitch. You fucking better take him to a restaurant or do something. Buy him a pizza. The food does not matter. Food and a blowjob. You know what I'm saying? So
it can't be fast food, though.
No, it can't be. What do you
want to eat and then get your dick sucked, or can you get your dick sucked and then eat?
Why not both at the same time? Like the little Mexican girl selling tacos on the fucking TV.
Do you eat the flowers before you eat the chocolates, or you eat it afterwards? I don't know.
There's even a counter. 48 days, 21 hours, and 48 minutes left until Steak and BJ Day. So you better start talking to your women like, yo, I'm going to give you a great Valentine's Day, but just know, Steak and BJ Day, bitch. It's going to come.
Throw me over a packet of like gummy bears or anything small and just give me a blowjob. I won't mind.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because blowjobs don't. I don't know. Why do you think that women aren't very what's the word I'm trying to use? They're not very comfortable with the whole blowjob thing.
They're not enthusiastic.
Yeah, you're with the wrong girl then, dude.
Oh no. Hey. I'm not. This is personal business, sir. I'm just saying, in general.
There's guys who don't like licking vagina, so I mean, it goes both ways. I don't know. I feel genitals aren't very pretty on both ends.
Okay, so that makes you.
Yeah.
So who doesn't like licking vagina here?
Dude, I had a girlfriend who was like, "Ew, cum is real gross," and she'd get like skeeved out by it. So it's like,
there's some girls that'll suck your dick but won't swallow. I figure that they should do that.
Why does it matter what they do with the load after it's in their mouth?
Yeah.
They need to have
me
thankful
in that you busted that nut in their mouth.
No, yeah, you're right. Well, that's someone who doesn't care about you. The real love comes from when they swallow it.
It comes when they spit it on the
Listen, no.
themselves.
I want them to spit it into a cup and save it. That's fucking dedication.
That is horrible.
In my opinion.
What matters is the release. I don't know what it is about. Oh yeah, she's gonna swallow it, and that's how she's gonna prove to me that she loves me. No, you dumb fuck.
No, I'm just fucking around with that shit.
I hold her down to make sure that bitch swallows it.
Ew. I hold her nose. and I rub her throat. This podcast took a weird twist.
Yes, it did.
Really,
I'm trying to educate
gross.
men. I'm trying to educate men about steak and blowjob. Next thing you know, you're tying down a bitch and throat fucking her.
One of my girls don't like to suck dick, some don't. Is that your question?
Yeah.
I don't know. My guess is penises can be intimidating. They're all hard and out there.
It's like that one day you eat a bad hot dog. She probably had to suck a stinky dick before, and it ruined her life.
Yeah, dude. Okay, here's what's up too. Think about it, porn is real easy to access now. So like little boys and I don't know about people in my generation. I guess when I had the internet, that's the first thing I did. But people before I had sex, I saw porn, and if you didn't know what real sex was, you'd think you gotta face fuck a girl, and maybe girls got like you said an uncomfortable dick sucking situation for their very first time, and that just ruined it for the rest of that girl's life. And any gentleman.
Oh, I can attest to that, man. I remember I saw this one porn of this one guy going at it with this girl, just pounding the fuck out of her. Next thing you know, she's like, choke me. And the guy starts choking the shit out of this bitch. So I figured, hey, I could do that too. So I did. I tried. What the fuck are you doing? Like, oh, shit.
Some girls like that.
Some
girls are dirty freaks.
Yeah,
there's some buttholes get real big, and you can fall into them.
I think they haven't already had something in that ass to make that butthole that big.
And you must live in Tijuana or something for that to happen too. Because you have to be part of a donkey show or something.
So you got to be in nice warm island paradise.
Yeah, toilet cracker.
No, that's where the donkey shows are at.
Are those real?
Dude, that I live in Tijuana because
I went to Mexico City about 10 years ago, and I went with my cousin, and we were walking down this. It's like a part of the city called the Pink Zone. Exactly, the Pink Zone.
What's there?
Oh, you better believe you know what's there, motherfucker. So we're walking and shit. We're walking.
The deli district.
This really shady lady came up to us and goes, "All right, $10. I got a girl. I got a donkey. Ready? Let's go. $10 for both of you. Come on. The bench is right over here."
An awesome adventure.
I'm like, what? No.
Riding off into the fucking Mexican desert on a donkey with a little girl on your back. Like, yeah.
It was just weird. And I'm like, what are you talking about? No, I don't think so. My cousin's like,
that's not what happened.
You weren't curious at all, dude. To see if maybe the donkey real nice.
No.
Just a girl.
No.
Being real nice to a donkey?
No. I was like, fuck this. We gotta go. Come on, Elvis. That's my cousin's name, Elvis. And then he says,
my cousin Elvis too. I know that.
Yeah, right.
And then he's like, yeah, I'll be back, Laura. Like, what the fuck? You know this bitch? Yeah.
He was the donkey. My cousin is a donkey.
Pussy the king. Did they put a crown on him?
Do they have an opposite donkey show where a guy is fucking a donkey?
Yeah, do they have where guys are I'm sure they do. They gotta have it to where there's both, where there's a donkey giving it to a woman. There's probably where a guy fucks a donkey.
Who is giving it to a woman at the same time.
I don't know, dude.
Circle of life.
We're really missing out on life here, talking about it. Living it.
Living -21.
I want to be wearing a pair of ashless chaps with a leather vest and a big handlebar mustache with a guy on a leash next to me in a donkey show.
Do you really, though? I mean, honestly, do you really?
What's that?
Do you really want to?
I wouldn't say no to it if the offer came up, but I'm not gonna go out for that.
if I just instantly grow a handlebar mustache, well, I'm halfway there. I'll just commit. But I'm not growing one.
I'm gonna wear a leather hat.
That's it.
That's it. I'm naked. Oh, I need a leash and a guy who's willing to be on the other end. It doesn't matter as long as he's into donkey shit, I guess.
This has got weird.
Yeah,
this has got real weird.
I'll podcast on the corner and just be like, there's Kyle. Welcome to Bunktastic.
Man, so,
this is the perfect way to promote another podcast, by the way. Is we talk about donkey dicks and
Listen to the name of the fucking.
And joining us is the hosts of Bunktastic.
Yeah.
I feel to each his own, but bestiality, I'm not sure if the animals like dogs are sluts. A dog will let you jerk it off. They'll just it's gross. But I just don't know if the animal has consent. I'm okay with people doing all the freaky shit they want to as long as they're not hurting each other. But as far as the animal stuff goes, I don't know.
No, you can't do that shit.
That's weird.
What do you mean?
No, you shouldn't be mentioning.
You can't ask a cow, be like, "Are you down for this?" And like,
move.
yes.
Little dog, how do you want it? Rough. Yeah. Okay.
That is the stupidest joke. How do you like it rough? I think I saw it.
Doggy style.
Yeah, rough, real rough.
Dry. My dog says dry.
I hate that dog.
Oh man.
So, you guys like stuff?
Oh yeah, we have. We got some stuff.
We just
Yeah. Oh,
blew our own minds with all
did
the
we blow
donkeys.
you? Yeah.
That's not what I meant, but
You guys brought up the donkey pony.
Would you ever wait, Cesar? Would you ever go to Thailand and see where you'd go with a lady boy?
Probably not.
What if you didn't know it was a lady boy, like you were tricked? Would you get pissed off?
Like, yeah, and I would fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Because
Why would
already...
you be mad though? Why
'cause
would you be mad? If
listen.
it looked like a woman until you like saw like a little wiener or something. you'd be
Listen,
mad.
I already get pissed off at fucking Maury and shit when he brings out like a bunch of bitches and then he's like, all these women are not all women. We have to figure out which one's a man and not. And then like you're there with your friend on the fucking couch and shit. And then it's like, meet Carla. And then Carla's a beautiful woman and she looks fucking hot as all fucking almighty. You know, nice boobs and everything. And you and your friend are like, yeah, that's a woman. And then the next thing you know, it's like, yeah, I'm a man. My name's Brad. Like, fuck. Now you're questioning your whole fucking sexuality just because of one fucking show of Maury. Fuck that, and you want me to go fucking fuck you? No. I'm not gonna do that shit.
That would make sense why you're getting angry.
How is Maury still on?
Yeah, Maury's still on, dude. That guy.
How is Maury still on? That dude's been on for like 15 years.
He switched up. He went from like actually having like a legit talk show to just pregnancy test stuff, right?
What,
Yeah,
he's trying to talk-
it's basically all pregnancy test and like yeah, and then find out if this bitch is doing this or not, or I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Kyle, didn't your dad used to watch one of those shows and there was like a midget who just like climbed around the rafters and he didn't have like legs or some shit like that?
Dad used to watch like Jerry Springer, and on that show they have a guy who's like a half man, where he's missing his lower half, and he crawls around he crawls around on his arms, and he climbs the stripper pole they have, and I don't know.
He was in the fucking rafters one episode he was trying to show me. It's like swinging around like a fucking monkey.
Yeah, he ties the end. He wears just a t-shirt, and he ties the end of it.
Yeah. Like a little ghost man. Half ghost man, half man.
What happened to him?
Oh yeah, he's got like a tail end, like a tadpole.
Jerry Springer still on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm friends with a guy who had a friend that I talked to the two of them at a bar, and he's like, this girl, he was fucking super drunk, so it could have been all fake, but he's like, this girl just called me up and asked me if I want to be on Jerry Springer, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like, they just,
You should have.
yeah, for real. I don't think he did, but
I think
like, apparently they just set it all up.
They like supply the wardrobe for those people because all the guys are wearing the same type of button-down shirts and like black pants, and they like tear them off and they slap box a little bit.
Yeah, I would be like, yo, don't rip my shirt, man. Are my glasses okay?
Yo, don't push me. I have things on my belt.
People will call into that show to be a part of that show. I thought they hired out to that show.
I wonder if this happens in other countries though.
Probably.
This is first world problems all the way.
What, like Jerry Springer, they wonder if other countries have like weird talk shows.
Not,
fuck it.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they do, dude. I saw one where a guy, like there was like a
Japan.
Oh fuck yeah! Well, you know
Yeah,
what?
right.
Well, I saw one where like a guy and a girl are gonna get married, and a dude tore off the what do you call the bride's wedding dress, and she was just
Oh,
totally butt
shit.
naked.
Was that like Spanish shows up?
I think it was Spanish. I don't know, but like, yeah, like Mark's in Japan. There's a show called Orgasm Wars, and what it is
What?
they get straight porn stars to get their dick sucked by gay men, and then what it is like they're like, I'm guaranteed to make you come, and then the other guy looks at the camera, he's like, you will not make me come, and like this fat guy, and he's all like, oh, I've seen this type of dick before. It's the kind I can make come.
You gotta be. No, you're shitting me.
No, dude, I swear to God, it's called Orgasm Wars. It's on YouTube.
You showed it to me. I think you showed it to me and Seth.
Yeah, dude, I'm on the next episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that
Suck my own dick.
I was gonna ask how long did you watch it for, but I mean, if you're like on season 2, episode 7.
No, I just watched one, and it was like I watched one out of morbid curiosity. It was a big fat guy and this little guy.
Wait, hang on, wait. You watched one, but how did you find out that it existed?
I just heard about it. People bullshitting.
I just heard it down the streets. My friend told me
I
all
was like,
that.
wait, you mean to tell me there's a Japanese show where dudes are sucking each other trying not to come?
I'm there.
I'm there, man.
Come on, you
I'm
won't even.
literally there.
You won't even wait till you go home. You're googling on the way home with your fucking phone and shit. Like, yes.
I'm screaming at my car's microphone. Orgasm wars.
Siri, orgasm wars.
Fuck. Can't make me come.
Damn it, Siri.
You think? Well, for real though. You think if you went on that show, if this fat gay guy started blowing you, would you blow alone? Or are you gonna get mad?
You're looking at me.
I'm talking to whoever. There's 3
like
allegedly
do
straight
I
men
want to
here.
go
I
on?
mean, listen. I mean, come on. Why are we even fucking around right now?
So okay, if they were gonna pay you to be on TV and for you to stand in a little box naked that covered just
Yes, I'll do that. That's fine.
If it's like a glory hole type of situation, of course you're gonna blow a fucking load.
Nah, dude, you see that, dude.
Would you rather go on that show or a show where 5 prostitutes suck your dick and one of them had herpes?
No, come on. No.
Spin a wheel.
I'll go with the guy.
I'll go with the guy.
So
that's awful.
there you go.
Wait. What kind of herpes? Is it the kind that goes away?
The
I've
kind
heard
you-
about that one.
The kind you gotta rinse your ass out with salt water.
Oh.
I don't like that one. I have it. It sucks.
You gotta gargle. You gotta butt gargle.
Yeah.
That's funny. We're talking about this, and one of the things I wanted to talk about was how much of a piece of shit our country
Gargling.
is. No,
No.
Hurt my mind.
What do you want to talk about, dude? I'm
What's
down
up?
for anything. What's up?
That's right.
yeah, I'm here.
Just say it.
Don't be shy.
Oh no. I was just saying it's funny how we're talking about this, and I wanted to talk about how shitty our fucking country is.
Yeah, pretty much sums it up. Well, actually, that was in Japan, though, so...
But
nuclear radiation, like, oh, let's get 2 dudes to fuck on TV. This is a
Yeah,
good idea.
their whole country's fucked up, isn't
you
it?
can
Though.
walk outside. You can walk outside and not live in fear of a pickup truck full of black men with AK-47s cruising at you, ready to cut off your arms.
That is very true. I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying,
Nice.
and you don't have to chase a truck in snow for a fucking piece of bread. You know what I'm saying?
But that's bullshit. We're not perfect though. To be perfect, you always gotta shoot for something better than what you had.
But do you really think that our country's gonna stay where it's at right now?
No way.
We're like $16 trillion into debt. Where are we going?
Listen, that's not even real. That's not even a real number.
Yeah, I think it's
When
actually.
you talk about money, that's not real. I don't even think that much money exists in the world.
So
Google has it overseas in a vault.
there's a reason why they have it overseas too, man.
Yeah, less interest.
Yeah, dude. Yo, we just found out this thing where people are suing Adam Carolla for like a shitty like podcasting stuff, dude. Like
Yeah.
people are suing Apple for the concept of a playlist.
Yeah, talk about that, because I sort of read up on it, because we were talking about it, like, right before we started.
Please talk about that. I mean, it's bullshit, obviously, correct?
No, it is bullshit.
No, it's totally legit. Listen, if there's a law that says...
Some people found some loophole in the law somewhere in Texas where they can sue podcasters for like domain stuff.
Those Texas fags.
It's called a patent troll. That's all I got.
It's called patent troll.
What I read was you can't offer media in a serialized manner or something like that.
It's basically, if you look online, you type in Adam Carolla being sued, and it's Tech Dirt is the one I looked up. And the article is Patent Troll says it owns podcasting, sues Adam Carolla how stuff works. It's a patent trolling operation called Personal Audio. And what it is, it's basically these people, and I looked up on Wikipedia, I've already done my research. Me and Kyle did a podcast today about this. And what a patent troll is, a patent troll, per Wikipedia, and quote, A patent troll is a person or company who enforces patent rights against accused infringers in an attempt to collect licensing fees, but does not make or supply services based upon the patents in question. So this personal audio is suing Adam Carolla and How Stuff Works, and they don't even podcast. They're just going through a government loophole that basically they have a patent on playlist or something having where we put in a series of downloads. Like me and Kyle will load in Bunktastic today. Load it into like 3 days from now is how we usually go. And doing that is what infringes that law. So they'll sue a bunch of people and they bring them to court, but they don't want to actually get to a settlement like in court. They want you to settle outside of court to get the money. So it's all about money and greed and a bunch of lawyers. You want to know what's fucked up about this country? I said on a podcast today, it's being run by businessmen and lawyers. It should be run by actual smart people who are going to get us off this planet because it's going to die someday. Boom, I'm out.
You know, I really agree with you right there that I think this country is ran by businessmen. And the funny thing about this is, I remember history class. Our founding fathers hated just the thought of paper money because they knew what was going to happen. And everything they said was going to happen is happening right fucking now. They weren't businessmen. They were smart fucks. And you know what? This is what we're going to do. And they said a fucking foundation for everything. This is how shit's going to go. Right around the 1920s or whatever the fuck, shit just started going downhill and businessmen took over. Everything's a fucking business now. Everything. The government's not trying to help us. I think they're a business.
When the Federal Reserve took over our money is when we really got fucked because the Federal Reserve is a private business. We needed something to fucking be like, hey, I want some orange juice, but I don't have no goods to trade with you if you don't, like, say me and Kyle did this, we heard that on the podcast, the sheep thing. I want some orange juice, I have sheep wool, but that dude don't want orange juice, but that dude don't want sheep. How do I get the fucking orange juice? We do need some median to pay people. We do need money. We just have all these loopholes in our system to where people make money out of nothing. You need to make money out of goods or work. People are making millions, numbers here to there.
Yeah, what's it called when you bet? Like you bet on whether or not businesses are gonna fail in the future.
Stock market.
Yeah, there's
Is
it dividends or something? I can't think of the exact name of it. Where you can bet, like I'll bet like $1 million that 4 years from now, based on the way Kmart's stock stats are, they're gonna fail. They're gonna go down in 2013, and it's like you're betting actual money on like imaginary numbers.
Yeah, what the fuck is that called?
Derivatives.
Yeah, derivatives. That's right.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't think of it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was actually gonna say subprime loans. But...
Yo, why don't you watch your banker mouth?
Like, dude, it blows my mind how like housing works. How like they'll sell you a house, you die, they just reclaim it. Like they sell you a house that you paid on your whole life, and then you die, and they just retake it and then sell it to another guy. Like they just keep taking money away from people.
Right. Either way,
I mean, if you haven't paid off what you owe the bank, yeah, then they can take it because you still owe them money.
Well, like say you pay it off and you still die. Who gets it?
There's houses, there's buildings, there's houses that are just sitting around because can't do anything about them because somebody owns them.
This is how they fucking win though, because let's say you're gonna buy a house, and when you're not technically buying it, of course you're leasing it, or you're basically borrowing money and you have to pay it back. Halfway through there, you don't have the means to pay that fucking whatever the fuck it is. They take the house, they keep your money that you already paid for it, then they sell the house again for the original price. So either way, they're gonna make money, and then when you die, you're fucked either way.
So they just doubled their profits, basically.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, of course. Oh, I was talking about something. I was talking to someone about that the other day, where it's like, yeah, you pay like $5 to get in, but if you break your fucking like lease or loan or contract, and they charge you extra money, like, oh, instead of being, what the fuck was it? I don't remember exactly what it was now, but it's like, yeah, you break that contract, now you owe them $200. So it's like, that's how they get money from you, is when you fuck up. Because
what are you talking about?
I don't remember exactly what it was now, but like that's pretty much how it is.
That sounds like something that'd be cool if I see a lot of shit like when I'll go to mom's and I'll see like her actually watching broadcast TV and it tells you with like Montel or something, get a paycheck before you get paid. Jeez. That sounds like something they would do in like the fine print.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't pay us, you owe us an extra $200 or $400.
Yeah, exactly. It's something like that. It's like real scammy. I fucking can't remember what it was.
But it's funny that in order for them to scam you, you still have to prove yourself to them. Like, for example, if you're going to buy a house, you have to raise a certain amount of money. You have to have like a down payment, and then the closing costs. You have to have good credit, and if you don't, you go and like, oh, I don't have that much good. We got to raise that shit up, kid. You got to pay this, and this. We got to get your credit score back up there, and then we can prove to the bank that you're gonna be okay. And then when you go up there, you're still fucked. You're always fucked, no matter what. Same thing with the sketchy loans that you were talking about. You still have to have like, okay, well, how much do you get paid? How often? Let's see your bank statements. Let's see this. Let's see that. It's just a fucking I think everything's a Ponzi scheme, though.
Yeah, dude. The one thing I hated, especially same with getting a job, it's like the same bullshit circular logic. I need to buy a car. You don't have enough credit. Well, how the fuck do I get credit? Oh, you gotta make payments on something. Well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, same with getting a car. Oh, we don't hire you because you don't have experience. Well, how do I get experience? Someone's gotta hire you. Yeah.
Or even for the most basic shit. You need credit nowadays even to rent a fucking apartment.
Yep, you sure do.
Yeah.
And
how do you get out of your parents' house if you have no credit?
And you need like renter's experience and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get experience if you can't get experience?
This is what
just do it.
It all goes back to legalizing prostitution and all of us starting a brothel.
Okay. Well, that was another thing where like you were like, why isn't it just legal? Well, because it makes so much more money than like with it being illegal than legal.
Is weed really making much more money? How much can prison guard unions and whatnot really be making off of it? Like prisons, yeah, they're making crazy money off of people being brought in. But right now, I'm reading so much this year with Normal and all these other companies. Dude, it's gonna be legal in fucking 5 years.
Let me ask
but dude, you know how much money the pharmaceutical companies are gonna make, and they're gonna make GMO weed, and they won't label it, and there's shit about it.
Can I ask you a question? Where does the money come from? Obviously the prisons and the jails get money, but who gives them the money? Is it the government?
Well, it depends. Yeah. There's private prisons, which this is how the private prisons work. Like, they have a contract, and there has to be like 90 to 98% occupancy rate, and if it's below that, the government has to pay the prison for that percent. So it's like, oh, you're at 89%, you owe us money. Oh. But the government is already still giving them money for it.
Okay.
There's people making money keeping people in prison.
The government answers your questions. That's who's giving that money.
So that in itself is a Ponzi scheme as well.
Well, that's the whole point of this. That's the problem with having businessmen and lawyers running this fucking country. It's all about money.
It's all about money. Because, I mean, let's figure out who doesn't take money from the government right now. Because the jails do it. Pharmaceutical companies.
Well, of course they do, man. They
get government grants.
Okay.
Everyone does, dude. There's like they say that
you do.
What about schools?
You know who's not? You want to know who's not? Detroit.
Oh.
Okay.
Someone there's getting money from the government, and that's why that shit's gone.
There you go.
How could we let a fucking major city like that go bankrupt, man?
Social Security.
Saying we, but it's like, come on, guys, quit fighting.
I don't think that Social Security shit. I don't even really think that's a problem. It's fractions.
Really? You don't think Social Security is a problem? Listen, all this shit, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, and I don't want to say it, but I'm going to fucking say it. There's fucking people in this fucking country who have not worked a day in their motherfucking life in this country, and they're getting Social Security. They're getting all this fucking bullshit. Oh, well, I'm going to work, and at the end of the fucking my life and shit, I'm going to be 65, and whatever I work for, I'm going to get back. You're not getting that money. The people that are getting the money right now are getting our money. All the money that they saved up is fucking gone, kid. Our money.
That's the problem. It's not Social Security. Social Security's fine. Like, the idea of it's fine because that money's going to be there. There's going to be more money instead of it's going out in the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the dude who worked for 65 years, who retired, yeah, he should be getting the money. He's not? Okay, that's a problem. The dude who's never worked in his life's getting money? That's the problem.
I really don't think that...
The guy with the fake hurt back. The guy with the fake hurt back who's always out of fucking work. You know, you have a mom's friend of a friend who you met who's a fat guy who walks around and he does stuff around the house and he's got a fucking hurt back. That asshole's reaping off your bennies, dude.
Yeah, you know he's in the basement just fucking doing jumping jacks.
Flat topper pipes.
We're looking at like the super macro. What's the small and micro? The micro. The real macro is like big businesses really don't pay good taxes. I'm going into crazy conspiracy.
What it has to be is like community. It has to starting to become like a local community based like societies as opposed to like I don't know, you know, like that's the way it's gotta be, like local businesses.
At the end of the day, the government takes money from fucking everybody, even fucking schools. I mean, you see all these fucking kids going to fucking college for what? For fucking nothing. A lot of people don't even need to go to fucking school. Oh, I'm gonna go fucking be a fucking whatever the fuck, a caseworker or a fucking teacher. No, why don't we have trade schools to become teachers? Why do you need to learn all this fucking bullshit to become this, and this? I call bullshit. A doctor, I get it. A doctor, I get it. A lawyer, maybe. They're scumbags, but what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But there's trade schools. Why don't mechanics have to go to college?
Mechanics
learn on the job.
It's like a 2-year degree. There's
but it's not. What I'm saying is you don't need that much money to get to where you need to be, as far as that's concerned. How come?
Because here's the thing. Like, okay, a mechanic. Yeah, it's not an easy job. But a lot more people can do it than becoming doctors. So you're going to need a lot less training because working on a heart is different than working on an engine.
Is it really? Or is it?
Yeah, dude, because the person you fuck their heart up, they're dead. You fuck the engine up.
Well, I'm not going to necessarily... I'd rather work on an engine myself, but...
Oh, I agree with that.
I'm looking at, like, the way... I've listened to, like, Ari Shafir's podcast, and he had a doctor on there named Dr. Bruce. He would say that it's not about even the average time a doctor sees a patient is like 15 minutes, and I think I'm shooting it there. But like doctors don't even care about the patients no more or anything. I know you're.
Oh, that's the same with everything else, though.
But it's not even like that. All it is about money nowadays. It's so gross.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people is what did they always promote to you when you were like a little kid? Is you gotta go to school.
Don't become a prostitute.
Yeah, don't become a prostitute.
Yeah, right? Don't smoke weed.
College, dude, and get a good job, make money, get married, and you'll be fucking happy.
Yeah, because
and you go to college, you get out of college, you go to school for something that God knows if that's even really what you want to do. And by the time you get out, you're in debt, dude. You're working at fucking like a retail store. You're not even working for the job you went to school for.
Exactly, like, and then that retail job you have can't even pay like a fucking 10% in a year of whatever the fuck you accumulated trying to get that fucking degree, and you're fucked.
Well, the problem is like another major problem is a lot of the government's money. Do you know how much they go to like war and military?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like literally like 80%.
The better have $600 billion.
Why do we?
It's like 80% of the dollar.
Why does the government have to fucking regulate every fucking thing?
Yo, because you're too stupid.
Well, fuck
That's
you.
Why?
Because you're not a businessman or lawyer.
Nah, that's
you didn't go to
pretty
school for it, Mark.
What?
You didn't go to school to become these things, so
I was politician.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's because you need the government to protect you guys because you don't know what you're doing.
That's the illusion they want you to believe.
That's fucking...
Meanwhile, they're in the background. They don't know what the fuck they're doing either.
the government should be voluntary. There should be things they shouldn't force me to do.
I think... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's pretty much my point. That's my problem with it. If we vote, supposedly, I mean, if it really worked, you know, and our votes really counted, and like it should all like be voluntary. Like I shouldn't have to like the thing with like Obamacare and stuff. But what if I don't want that insurance? You know, like just certain things in my life. How come I have to fucking do it?
How come? Yeah.
What do you have to do?
You gotta pay property tax.
You gotta pay all these taxes. You gotta pay Medicare. You gotta pay insurances. You gotta pay. What the fuck were we talking about?
Unemployment.
Yeah.
Security.
Yeah.
In the very sorry to cut you guys off. In the very start of this country, they all had to pay property tax. The whole thing was they were tired of paying taxes without representation. So they wanted their own government for the United States of America. It's not like people had their houses and not paying taxes back in 1776.
Yeah, but like I wish I could just choose where my taxes.
No, I'm with all you guys there. We need a voice. That's what I'm with.
Like it would be cool if I could fill out a little form and choose where my taxes went, like roads, police force, as opposed to just having my money taken away and going to God knows where.
At the end of the day, I believe that since we can't really do much about it, and if we can do something, please say fucking something right now, because I really don't think we can. All you can do is take care of your
Wolf-pack.com.
No, take care of your. You got to take care of your fucking self. End of fucking story. You know.
Yeah.
Do you need to go to? Do you need
that radioactive spider?
You know, stay away from debt. You know, sometimes you gotta follow the fucking rules. If you want, don't fucking pay for an apartment. If you're fucking paying for an apartment, I understand times are rough. You gotta play by the rules. Fix your credit, get your house, just pay your shit, and just leave everything the fuck alone. End of story. Because it makes no fucking sense. It pisses me off that we have to follow all these rules and shit. I understand that. But what if we don't follow the rules and following them at the same time? I don't even know if that makes any sense.
It's like being non-violent about breaking the rules. I do. Is that what you're trying to say? Do you want people hurt? What are you trying to say? Revolution? I'm with you. Revolution.
No, like, okay, you know, it sucks to the people who start communes. I think his name is David Koresh. I think that happened, what? I can't remember. 80s?
Jim Jones?
Jim Jones. Like, they
Jim
started a
Jones.
commune. The government raided that shit and fucking killed people and drove tanks over the walls. And that guy wasn't doing anything. It was a little self-sustaining community. And all because they wanted to break away from the government and just do their own thing.
You cannot do that. Must be in system.
It's just nuts.
Dude, here's what it is. It's a money grab, son, and we all know this.
Right. And that's what
Here's what's up.
Go ahead.
Here's what's up. We need to become fucking robots.
My nigga.
Because then we can just go into space.
My nigga. We'll be like,
Yeah, dude, or aliens need to come, and we need to share culture and technology, and hopefully it'll be mutually beneficial.
I don't know, dude. I've thought about that quite a bit. I don't think we should let aliens come. Like, if they're here, that's fine, but we should not make contact with aliens as long as we possibly can. That shit will kill us.
Yeah, especially if they're anything like us.
It's like Starship, man.
Yeah. Dude, look at how we treat things that are equally as smart as we are. We fuck that shit up. Dude, we kill ourselves. Aliens are just like, no, we don't. What we need to do is become robots and just go somewhere and compute in underground bunkers on the moon or something. I don't know.
You think these aliens are fucking stupid and they're fucking not. Who the fuck do they pick up in their fucking UFOs? They pick Joe Blumpkin over here from fucking Alabama, and then they fucking take him up and fuck him in the ass and they drop him off. And then what? The aliens picked me up. Fuck you, you fucking bum. You don't fucking know nothing. You're probably drunk.
The idiot. They're smart enough to pick up the idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah, right?
Or the ones that don't speak English.
I was reading Carl Sagan's The Demon Haunted World, and he talked a lot about that stuff. He's like, a lot of that stuff is literally just people who are pretty much just not, I guess, like daydreaming, basically. They're fucking tripping. They don't know what's going on. That's how it is. Because there are people, I'm sure you've walked down the street and seen people who are just fucking out of their mind.
Well, dude, when I was a little kid, I used to sleepwalk, and it was fucking weird because it was like, I'd be like half awake, and I'd be like fucking hallucinating, seeing like giant pieces of cat food floating in my face.
What the fuck?
like garden gnomes and shit, dude. I didn't know what was up. I remember being a little kid walking out.
Were you on shrooms?
I used to like have this weird feel, like I used to see this giant like engine running, and there was like an old lady. And, dude, I was like, fuck, I used to start crying and freaking the fuck out because I was like hallucinating. I was a little fucking kid. I didn't know what was going on. Same as people who could like, dude, maybe they're just having like out-of-body sleep experiences and they think they're being abducted.
Yeah, dude, some people don't have a grasp on like their like reality enough to be able to discern from like, oh, that was a fucking dream. Like, I don't remember. I was reading on my phone. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy fucking deja vu, because I've read this before, but maybe it wasn't, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I think that. Because, dude, your brain does fucking crazy-ass shit. So it's like, there's no fucking aliens flying around picking idiots up. they're just idiots. That's what it is.
What if
they're not getting picked up by aliens? They're just fucking dumb.
Yeah, they're picking the lab rats just like we fucking pick just rats and pigs and fucking whatever the fuck just to test it. What if aliens are always fucking high as hell? They're always stoned like a motherfucker, and they put weed in our planet so that we can try it out, and they'll be like, well, let's see how they deal with our consciousness, and then
they can't handle it.
Yeah,
they
like,
can't handle
these guys are eating way too many fucking Cheetos.
Too many Joe Rogans.
We really messed up. Well, I say thank you, aliens. Dude, I think it's possible that aliens could pick up dumbasses and do shit with them, but...
Of course it's possible.
I also feel that, I don't know, aliens can come and be in other dimensions, too. Not only just flying in a spaceship.
Let me blow your mind right now. Ghosts are aliens.
Well, all aliens are is like a foreign species.
Well, yeah, alien it just means like alien just means foreign to your like original, your native home. But what do you mean ghost aliens? It depends on what type. Are you just talking about non-physical beings?
Son, who knows, dude? I don't know. No, okay, all right. Let me.
Please, you're tripping me the fuck out, dude.
All right, say there's aliens or from a different fucking planet.
All right.
But they're like.
Are you going Scientology on me? Are you going Scientology on me?
Okay, all right, here. The Xenu, listen, Xenu came.
What the fuck's a Xenu?
Billions of years ago. He came to Earth, and he blew it up, okay?
Yeah,
and
it's there.
Yeah, and we're all spirits going into him, or something. Like
so you're talking about Scientology?
Yeah. No. Okay, so say there's like. Okay, there's aliens from a different planet. The aliens you guys were talking about.
Yeah, they die here.
No. I'm not talking about Scientology at all. I was being an asshole.
Oh, okay.
No, forget what I just said. I was being dumb.
Alright.
So say they come here, and they're like, alright, let's go down and, like, interact and get, like, you know how we scuba dive. Let's do that. They're scuba diving into Earth. Put your cloaking device on. So, like, we can't see them, but they're walking around, and it's like, yo, did you see that plate just fall? It was a fucking alien being an asshole. Like, oops, I dropped it. Ghosts are fucking aliens, dude.
Well, no, that's just someone with an invisibility cloak. That's not a ghost. That's still a physical being, but invisible, knocking down dishes.
But what I'm saying is the thing we perceive to be as ghosts. We're like, yeah, you should have ghosts. Dudes ghosting.
Oh, I think
like you see, like Zoo, you see it sort of come out of its fucking invisibility cloak. Like I saw a lady walk in. It's a ghost. No, it's just an alien.
That could be. I'm also saying that there is, I believe, my own personal shit, that there's non-physical beings that aren't just like human spirits. There's just non-physical beings that are on their own agenda.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
like obviously, duh.
They don't have. Yeah, they don't have to be like creatures and shit. They could just be matter.
Dude, they're waves. They're fucking energy. They're particles.
Yeah, it could be whatever.
Dude, for all we know, maybe we are like we reside in time. Maybe time is a fucking alien. Sweet.
I think about ghosts sometimes being maybe like time paradoxes. Like, oh, I see that
light and switch.
I see that old Civil War soldier lighting that lantern at night. You know, ooh, it's a ghost. But maybe that's happening because an actual Civil War soldier lit that fucking lantern at one point in time, and it's just like a time is folding over. Maybe right now, me and Jared in the same room, in 100 years from now, someone's gonna be walking on this land and be like, oh, there's a ghost of two guys.
That's awesome.
What are they talking into? They're aliens. Yeah, it's like a wrinkle in time.
Or another dimension.
Oh. Dude, that shit, oh man, that shit's crazy. I get super fucking deep into that kind of shit. Like, I'll be sitting there at work like, oh, fuck, this is crazy. Like, thinking I write it down, and I'm like, got fucking crazy-ass pages about that shit. Like, just thinking about how fucking crazy all that shit could be because, like, what we don't know about it is fucking ridiculous, but what we do know about it is so fucking mind-blowing to be like, yeah, we know a little bit, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like what if we only know like
stuff that we know that we don't know? Like we know there's like a 500-ton fucking book over here. We don't know what's going on, but just like notebook. Yeah, we know what's up, but we know that book's there. Just don't know what's in it.
Like what if we only know like 1% of what's really out there?
Thank you. How much did you smoke,
dude?
No shit.
All right, go stay there. What are you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, what if we only know like 1% of what's really out there, and like it's just way too much fucking shit. And what if we can't even comprehend? What if there's a different color that we've never seen before in our fucking
I
lives?
think that is what's going on.
I think that's
UV
a
rays.
very high percentage to give, man. Look how big the fucking universe is, and it's constantly expanding. Our theories, anyways. That is very, very high percentage. 1%. I think we even know less than that about this fucking universe.
Not to
All
mention
we know is that
dimensions.
the sky is blue and the fucking grass is green, basically. That's all we know.
All you know really is what your physical senses tell you. Everything that your brain.
That's not even true either.
Yeah, dude, because those can be tricked. Like
this was something I wanted to bring up last time. Okay, Kyle, what do you, as Kyle Shapano, know? Like, what do you know for a fact?
It's not knowing, it's like putting my beliefs towards what my personal Kyle Japan experience agrees with. Like,
so give me an example of something you know.
Well, I could be like, I know that gravity is a force that exists. Like, if I drop this thing when I'm on a planet, I guess it's gonna fall.
Okay.
But
How about you, Jared? What do you know?
I pooped right before the show.
That's a good point.
I know that for a fact. It was in a toilet. And it felt good.
How about you, Cesar? What do you know?
I don't know much.
But you gotta know something.
Like for certain truth. I mean,
Yeah.
how do we know anything that we do is truth? What if it's all just an illusion?
That poop was fake?
I'm not really pooping.
Oh, good.
Reverse pooping.
What do you mean?
Well, I agree with what you're saying, Cesar. But like, okay, here's something I know. I can't pick up a car. I know that.
Not on this planet.
That's about it. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I'm. Okay, explain it.
Like, I think like the knowing thing is all subjective because do I know you can't pick up a car? You can tell me all day that you could, but I won't ever know until you show me.
Well, yeah, but that's not something you need to know. You know what I mean? Like, something I know is what I can do. Like, oh, dude, I know Earth is round. I don't really know that. I've never been outside Earth to see it. You've always seen pictures.
Yeah, so you agree with other humans who think they know they do. Like, facts are just like theories everyone agrees on.
Yeah. I know that.
I knew that you knew.
Oh. Are we all agreed that was a fact?
You don't know.
I don't know, man. It could be an illusion. I don't know. I don't know shit.
Well, like, dude, I think, back to what we were talking about, like, just the fact that this experience exists makes me think that there's others. Like, just the fact that, why is this the only one? The fact that this is even going on is crazy enough, you know? Like, I'm not even truly convinced this is really what's up. I mean, I've had dreams that have felt realer than days, you know? Like, what's going on?
For real. I had a dream the other night. I woke up, like, doing, like, a push-up, yelling, wait, wait, wait. Because I was having such a fucking crazy-ass dream. And for all I know, that was real as fuck.
Were you like stopping yourself from waking up or something?
Nah, I was in, like, a building, and somebody came up the stairs with, like, a bag with, like, clothes in it. And they're like, I gotta do my clothes, or something like that. And I was like, yeah, sure, come on in. And then, like, millions of other bags of, like, black bags full of clothes just started pushing up these stairs, and I fell onto it, and I was like, wait, because I was getting sucked up by it. I woke myself up, like, wait. So, for all I know, that was pretty damn real.
I always wanted to ask this to a doctor, but then I think if I would have asked this particular...
I'm a doctor.
No, oh, hello, doctor.
Hi.
I mean, shit. Doctor... What was that?
Dr. Butt.
No, I was thinking of the doctor from the Animaniacs.
Oh, Dr. Acula.
No, it's Dr. Scratch and Sniff.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah. No, I don't, probably the doctor will be like, here, take this pill, dumbass. Here's what happens to me a lot, like at least once or twice a week. I fall asleep, 10 minutes later, I wake up. And I cannot go to sleep until I do that. Matter of fact, it happens more than twice a week, probably 5 times a week. I go to sleep, I sleep for 15 minutes, then I wake up for some weird reason, and then I go back to bed. And if I don't do that, I won't sleep well.
Is this some weird OCD thing you got to do?
If it was OCD, it can't be OCD.
Well, you can't control OCD shit. You know what I mean? Like, could be.
Are you having a dream before you wake up here?
I'm not even dreaming right now. I mean, shit.
Oh, here we go. I'm just saying, like, usually sometimes before I fall asleep, I'll dream, like, suddenly I'm falling off a cliff and have a quick, like, jerk motion, like, ah! And I realize it's, like, 15 minutes after I went to sleep.
Yeah, like, you know that feeling, like, I just remember being, like, in high school, like, falling asleep in class, and I'll be thinking I'm on, like, a skateboard or something, and I'm kicking my leg, I'm kicking my neck. Yeah, like, you know those little dreams where, like Jared just said, like, where you're falling, or sometimes I'll have it where I'm running through a forest, I'll trip on a roof.
No. I just wake up very calmly. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I always look at my phone, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've only been asleep for 15, 20 minutes tops, and then I have to go back to bed. And
you know what you should do? Put your phone on the opposite side of the room.
Yeah, is it about time? Because I myself, unless I'm like camping where I know I don't have to worry, I need to know like what time it is when I lay down. I don't know, for some reason I'm like, okay, it's midnight. I'm gonna get so and so many hours. Like if I don't know that, I don't get good sleep. I sit there and toss and turn, like dreading. I don't even know what it is. I just sit there not knowing, like I can't relax because I don't know how much time I have to relax.
I just realized this, but no, it's not about time. It's not that I see the time to see what time it is. I just want to see how much time I slept. And it's always like 15 fucking minutes. And it's, you know what? It's happened. Okay.
It happens a couple times a week, you said.
Yeah, but I'm going to go.
Well, here's the question. Does it matter how many minutes you slept?
I just want to know why I do that. I think it's crazy. And I think it started when I was a kid. I used to, okay, real quick story time. Real shit. And it happened to me, and I cannot fucking explain it. I have known.
A station story.
I've known about aliens since I was like 4 years old. How? I don't know. Didn't see them on TV. Nobody told me about them. Nothing. I just knew that there was something out there. Why? I don't know. When I was living in Mexico, because that's where I'm from, soy de Mexico, mi gente. My dad had a house on top of a hill, and it was the only house on top of that hill. So I was in the middle of fucking nowhere. And I remember one night, and I don't know why I remember this night, I went to sleep. I closed my eyes, and I opened them, and it was morning already. I didn't sleep. I don't remember sleeping. I wasn't feeling groggy. Nothing. And I was scared as fuck. I closed my eyes, and I opened them. Like that. And I woke up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I wanted to cry. I remember I was 4 years old, and I ran outside, and I see my mom, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm glad she's still here. And I don't know why the fuck I remember that. But ever since then, I do that. And I always, even before I even knew about aliens, I always knew something was there. Always. I always knew something was there. And then when I found out about them, it was the scariest thing ever. Because when I fucking realized, like, holy shit, I knew something was there. And I was fucking right. Like, how did I fucking know this? That's what scared me the fucking most.
What did you do the day before this?
The day before? Oh, shit.
Like how active was your day? Because I have had days when I was a kid where I worked my ass off stacking wood for my dad and whatnot, and it is literally like that. It's you close your eyes due to exhaustion, you just wake up, you're like, ah.
No.
8 hours later, you're like, fuck, I'm good. Let's do this. Right. I'm not trying to fucking shit on your point, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, what do you remember having an active day before this?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. But I understand what you're saying is you fall asleep rather quickly, but I don't even remember, like, thinking for, like, 10... It was just, I swear to God, just a blink, and I was awake. And I was scared.
You remember waking up scared?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, one time, like last year, I was just sleeping, right? And I remember, like, I woke... You know the feeling when you're having, like, a nightmare, that, like, adrenaline kick that like surge that wakes you up sometimes.
Yes.
I remember like not even having a nightmare, just feeling that surge, waking up and thinking like there was a thing, like I saw shit like a shoulders and its head was lowered. And I was like, what the fuck? Did it happen to me 3 nights in a row? But the third night it wasn't there again. I just like
you're cutting up.
Fuck. Oop.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it's cutting up for me. What did you see?
It was like it had really wide shoulders. It was a shadow person, but it had really wide shoulders.
Oh,
and the
shit.
head was real lurched real low. And the waking up scared is what what made me like, what the fuck was that? Like, why did I get scared before I even saw anything? Like, I woke up being scared, and I wasn't having a nightmare.
You saw a shadow, and then you just woke up scared.
No, I was sleeping, and then I had that adrenaline surge, and I woke up in my room like, what the fuck? And then there was that thing in my room, and that thing in my room, and then it disappeared, and I told it to go away, and it never came back. And I was like, what the fuck was that? It never happened again. You saying that you woke up scared made me remember that.
It's nuts,
I'm
man.
remembering like flashes through my life now. Times I've woken up scared and been like, where am I? I have seen a shadow.
It's weird because I had that a year or two. Well, probably almost 2 years now. Like I woke up in bed and like Katie was sleeping next to me, and I just go, what's over there? I don't like that. And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, there's something in the closet, and I don't like it. Like I just had like a terrible fucking feeling. Like, I woke up with, like, adrenaline or something. I was just like, what's going on? What is that? And I just went back to bed.
Sense something that was there?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times
what
since
if there was
then.
something there?
There probably is. Dude, it was a fucking alien.
Something in your house, like, trying to shake down your house, rob your shit. You're like, and then it's like, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, well, that would suck, but I knew it wasn't, because I knew there wasn't anything in there.
But like, it's just a hunch you had, like spiritually type thing.
I don't know, man. It's just energy or some shit.
I believe it, dude. I believe in different senses.
Dude, the thing I don't get is like, I've talked to people about like, yo, there's energy and that shit's fucking real. And people are like, you're crazy. You're blah 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 hippie shit. And it's like, no, scientifically proven. There's fucking energy. That shit is 100% real. There's good energy, there's bad energy.
Something called cymatics. It starts with a C. It's C-Y-M, cymatics. It's the visual, is like the seeing sound, the sound pattern.
Seeing seeds.
Yeah, seeing seeds. Everything is just energy being like hitting with frequencies. Like everything's energy vibrations. It's all vibrations. And it sounds
crazy.
Hippie talk. Yeah, you're so
nah, dude. Nah, it's real.
That's the reason I grew up my hair, is because there's a story with Native Americans, with the Indians, and I think it was during Vietnam, when they would buzz the Native American Indians' head, they'd lose their tracking abilities. Like we hired Native Americans for trackers in the Army, and then, like I said, when they buzzed their head in the Army, the Native Americans claimed that they lost their tracking abilities. So for a little experiment they did is they had Indian trackers who had their heads shaved, sleeping at night, and they were going to have people invade the camp. And the people didn't wake up. But the people who didn't have their hair cut woke up before the people invading the camp showed up. And they claimed that having the long hair acts as like an antenna towards energy.
Were the Indians forced to get their hair cut? Because the ones who got their hair cut were probably like, dude, I wanted my fucking hair.
Yeah, they're forced to get hair cut.
So they probably had one eye open when they came straight. They're like, ha, fuck you guys.
No, because they were the ones who got their hair cut didn't notice it, right?
Right.
Yeah, the ones that had their hair cut didn't know. They didn't wake up. They didn't sense that people were coming towards their camp.
So essentially, it's like Dragon Ball Z, and then when you cut off their tails, they don't turn into monkeys no more.
Well, there we go.
The moon's
Pretty
out.
much too, yeah. And countries like in the Middle East, like turbans, how they wear turbans, like how they have long hair wrapped up in that turban.
Oh yeah.
That long hair wrapped up like that was actually stronger than any sort of helmets they had during the time. So people could try to chop their head with a sword, and their hair being wrapped up so tightly and being so long would be denser than any sort of armor they had.
Makes sense. Makes sense, because you can lift crazy shit with your hair. Like, you can lift, like, I think it's like 15 pounds or something like that with your hair.
What that story of Rapunzel?
Dude, that's real. I was there.
15
How come
pounds.
Rapunzel just didn't make a pulley with her own fucking hair and lower herself down?
Yo, because she doesn't know science or nothing.
She's probably dumb as fuck being locked up in that tower for a long time.
They feed her beef jerky and cat scraps.
Dude, the prince, he goes to rescue her, he just realized she fucking sucks. She's just dumb, she's got long ass hair.
But if she's in a tower like by herself most of her life, how would she talk? How would she know the?
Well, somebody put her up there, didn't they?
Isn't that?
It was the other prince who saved her before.
I lied. I didn't know anything about Rapunzel. I just knew the main point where she fucking picked a dude up with her hair. All right.
It was the evil bald queen who was jealous of Rapunzel's hair. I'm making this up.
That lady sucks. I hate the bald queen.
Bald queen? Yeah, she has chemo.
Oh, rough.
I just heard you guys kind of speak Italian. Is that what all you guys are from New York, right?
What are you fucking talking? I'm not talking Italian. No, why don't you shut your fucking mouth?
I'm pretty happy I'm not.
Well, yeah, we don't speak Italian. Why do we have? It sucks because I don't like our accent. I hear other accents. I'm like, damn, man, that person sounds cool. I hear us. I'm like, what the?
Like who? What accent?
What accent you don't want? Boston's.
It sounds like your accent.
I don't want fart accent where I talk and farts come out of my mouth.
Nice.
Hey guys.
I'm fucking from Fartonia.
Ew, dude, you stink.
Dude, I got bad.
Dude, your language stinks.
Yeah.
I think you're just talking a bunch of shit.
Sorry, I cut you off, Sailor. What were you saying?
You guys are talking a bunch of shit.
What about
Oh, that's not nice.
Who wants coffee?
what about her?
Yo, let me get you coffee. It's coffee.
Coffee.
Let me get my cockies. I want my cockies.
And then I noticed, like, when you guys are gonna drink, like, for example, Coca-Cola. What do you guys say? Coke.
Soda.
I'm gonna drink some pop.
I'm gonna drink some Pepsi.
I hate that shit.
I call everything
Pop.
Pepsi.
What kind of douchebag does that shit?
Dude, there's some place where they call everything Coke. Like, you want a Fanta? Yeah, I'll take a Coke, please.
I'll take a cola.
That's here in Texas. We do that.
Is it? Oh, you guys suck.
It's like, what do you want? Let me get a Coke. Which kind? Yeah.
Pepsi.
Let me get a Sprite.
You call all soda Coke?
Yes.
Yo, what kind of Coke you want?
What's
the tab?
What about Sprite?
That's a Coke.
It's not a Coke, dude.
You call it the clear Coke? Give me the clear Coke.
I understand it's a soda, but when you go somewhere, hey, what do you want? Let me get a Coke. Okay, what kind of Coke? Let me get a Pepsi or a Dr. Pepper.
Can I get a Coke, please?
The orange kind. Give me the orange kind.
Let me get that orange shit. Let me get that orange drink, nigga.
Oh, dude. Chappelle.
No. We're gonna stop this conversation and we're gonna end it with this. And I wanted to do this. The N word.
What about it? Nigger.
Crazy.
Nigger?
What about it, dude?
What about it? There should be nothing,
I
but
don't.
it means something.
Thank you. I agree with that.
You put on a fucking show.
How about this? I have met people who aren't black, who are niggers. It's not a thing about, it's not skin tone, man. Maybe at one point in time it was during slavery, yeah, and that was an awful situation.
Right.
But I don't give that word power, and I figure the same with when you like put it on a pedestal like that.
Right.
People choose to be offended by words, and I'm like, I personally don't call people that because it's stupid, and I don't like racism. And like, I don't know, I don't give it power, and I'm not offended. I'm not stupid or have no problem saying it.
What are you trying to say? You just said N-word. Do you mean like I don't agree with going up to someone and calling them nigger? I really don't.
Right.
But saying it like us having a conversation, we shouldn't feel weird to fucking say.
I agree with you. I was basically gonna go with that, where we shouldn't give the word any power, whereas a lot of people do, and people get offended by it and they can't say it, and I think it's a bunch of bullshit. People need to grow the fuck up.
Well, we know we're not trying to fucking degrade anybody here. It's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, racism it's real stupid because like, how about this? I can't call someone a Chinaman. Dude, that's offensive. I can call someone an Englishman.
That is true. That is true. You know what I was thinking?
Offensive.
I was thinking about back in the day, and I don't know who I was talking. I think I was talking to my wife about this. We're driving, and I'm like, I think we're listening to something on the radio, and I'm like, you remember back in like World War II or whatever the fuck? Was it World War II where they actually had like camps for the Asians?
They put them in concentration camps.
You put them in concentration camps, right? That's us putting Asians in concentration. How come we didn't do that with the Indians?
Oh, we probably did.
We put on what we call reservations.
No. I'm not talking about Native Americans. I'm talking about, after 9/11. We weren't scared of, the Indians or whatever.
That's because we would have got fucking
What do you
We would
mean?
have got our ass kicked if we started doing that shit.
People were really like mosque and shit. People are really scared. Like we're just not crazy enough to put them in concentration camps now.
Oh, I mean, a lot of them did. There's prison.
I bet you a lot of Arab people or whatever, they got put when they went to the TSA to get on a fucking airplane. I bet you they had to go through the works to get on that airplane.
I bet you anything they did. You're sure right.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Right.
You know what I mean? They didn't go. They went through the modern day concentration camp, so to say. They went through the racism of people. Tell me you didn't walk down the road and look at a dude with a turban or an Indian dude, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
I'm very happy that now we're kind of, and I see this like as an awakening in every sense of the word. And with everything, we're waking up to things. Now we're not blaming ourselves for problems. We're not really blaming anybody. We're just seeing things for what they are. The government, and just the government. Fuck them in the ass. No, we're seeing shit like it's a Ponzi scheme. Come on, wake the fuck up. We're not blaming all Arabs or Indians or whatever. We're saying, okay, some individuals decided to do this, and those are the people that should be prosecuted, whatever this group is. Not necessarily a race, but, if it's Al-Qaeda, hey, we got to do what we got to do. But I think we took the wrong approach as far as that's concerned. Why did we have to go look for them and hunt them and kill them and all this bullshit? You know what? I don't know.
They needed a face. Dude, watch Iron Man 3.
Man.
Dude, Iron Man 3
really? You're explaining things with a fucking movie?
The fiction is the best way to explain reality.
Well, that movie itself is like talking about that shit. That's all. It's just either way. You put a figurehead on it, like Osama bin Laden, the bad guy. We got the bad guy. When there isn't really an individual bad guy, there's an actual group of. There's just assholes. It's not. The problem isn't race. It's assholes, dude. It's fucking assholes.
Kind of like that.
That's all it is, man.
Kind of like that Nazi guy.
What? Yeah,
Adolf Hitler.
What, Hitler?
Yeah.
Well, that's a different.
Well, it's like communism. They put Chinese people's face, Chinese people. That's the face of communism. What was another one on that?
Oh, Hitler represented Germany. Osama bin Laden represented a fucking small group of Afghanistan people.
True.
It's like putting an image to a shadow. Like that's that kind of shit.
True. Okay.
Like the war on drugs.
Well, yeah. Yeah, dude.
I'll answer your question about 9/11. Like we did that. The reason why we did that is for oil, for money. It's all about money at the end.
You don't know that.
And when we go to war, our vice president was Dick Cheney, or was it? No, who was the other guy? Was it Dick Cheney?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Cheney.
He owned the military. What the hell is it called?
Halliburton.
So there you go. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. That's
no,
the
a lot
thing.
of people don't know though. That's the thing.
All right, let's drop some knowledge.
Yo, what it's called is this. It's called the bread and circus. It's called bread and circus, and it's like what we were talking about at the beginning of the podcast. Is you keep the mass majority of people entertained with bullshit. You keep them fed, and you keep them entertained with bullshit, and they don't even know or have to worry about what's really going on in the world.
You hear that, Justin Bieber, you little cocksucker?
Here we are talking about a kid that we shouldn't even know about.
Correct.
And you're breading the circus right now.
That's top news, dude.
That's fucking bullshit.
Fuck.
But that's what I'm saying is that we're awakening. We're waking up to all this shit, Now, everybody knows about this shit. At least everybody knows about this shit instead of us being stupidly blind and shit. And I think it's because of the internet. Do you think?
And now that we are, they're coming out with the fucking TPP and shit like that.
Yeah,
SOPA. That's why they're doing it.
Do you really think that's why they're trying to slow everything down so that we won't get our information so fast?
Yes, that is exactly why they're slowing us down. That's why all this net neutrality shit, and it's also get money, of course. Let's bring it all back to get money.
That money.
And here I thought it was
communication between people. That's all it is.
Yeah, because see, how much good has it done for any government? Nah, none at all.
Go back to '93 and say, knowledge is
I think this is where we should end it, and I will say this.
Right.
It is a beautiful thing that technology is fucking awesome. Because if it wasn't for technology, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing right now. And all these people wouldn't be hearing us right now. And, what would we be fucking doing? We'd be fucking making a fucking vagina out of popsicle sticks and shit. You get a splinter, you gotta go to the fucking doctor, and then fuck that motherfucker.
Dude, if I didn't have the internet, I'd change my name to Justin House.
If we didn't have the internet, Bunktastic wouldn't be featured underneath the comedy section of Podbean.com, bitches.
Yo, congratulations on that shit. That's crazy.
Congratulations,
That's awesome,
dude.
Thanks, guys.
I just had to throw a segue out there.
No, hey.
Yo, plug your shit.
Plug that shit.
The Twitter is bunk_tastic, BUNK_tastic. Facebook is Bunktastic Podcast, and we always want, we're trying to start a community with you guys and whatnot. And we want to see, video games. We always like hearing people's their favorite video games, what they don't like. We're always posting on our podcast, or on our Facebook, I mean. And just send us an email what you guys want to hear on it. It's bunktasticpodcast@gmail.com. And I think that's all we have.
You guys got YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, and we got an app, too. We got a mobile app for your phone.
Oh, shit.
If you want to hear my voice, when you're going to bed at night.
Or
like,
jacking it off or whatever.
Fucking sexy.
I'm gonna fucking split myself way awake. Whoa! I'm scared.
Yeah, you won't be scared anymore, Zazer, because you can hear me.
I'll let you know how that goes. It's like, oh yeah, I didn't wake up after 15 minutes. I was actually fine, and I jacked off. Thanks, Kyle. You're the best.
And we're on
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot for having us. This was awesome.
No, listen. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to have us on your show so we can talk about retro video gaming.
Join us. That's all we ask.
That's what I'm talking about.
Figure out how to do it, because we do.
There's no problem.
We
record with this. We got this.
All right. Well, there you go.
We're also on iTunes. Bunktastic. Just listen to us, please. It's free. Everything we do is free. So we're just trying to be awesome to you guys, because we love you guys.
Yeah, guys, check that shit out.
And
hilarious. Sorry, cutting you off during your own plug, man. I'm an asshole.
It's cool. No, we're done. Have fun.
Yeah, fuck! We're not friends anymore. No.
Baby girl, come.
Okay, Chris.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, see you guys.
Night Proof is awesome!
Oh, yo, wait, before you cut it off. We're on iTunes too now, by the way. Check us out on iTunes. Internet. Look us up on Facebook and YouTube and iTunes and all that good stuff.
I would so fuck Chun-Li's ass.
Oh, man. Yeah, she was hot.
She was, still is. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. I haven't played that